Let us do this example. Find fx such that f double prime of fx is 8x and f has the horizontal tangent at 5, 0. So horizontal tangent means at x equals to 5, f prime is 0, right? What does that mean? This means at x equals to 5, f prime of x is 0. Also, what it gives you is f at 5 is 0 also, right? How do I know that? Because it is a tangent at 5, 0, right? So it is like, there is a 5, 0, it may be like that, right? It may be like this, 5, 0. So it has a horizontal tangent. Also, it passed through that point, right? When it passed through that point, this is x, y also. So we'll find out C1 and C2 that way, because we will have to integrate twice. Okay, let's do that. So what is f prime of x? F prime of x is integral of 8x dx, right? So this implies 8 times x squared over 2 plus c. This implies 4x squared plus c. But f prime at 5 equals to 0, right? This is 5, 0, right? So because at 5 the horizontal tangent means the derivative is 0 at 5, right? That's what it is saying. So use that. What do you get? We get just replace this by x by 5, right? So 0 equals to, because I'm replacing x by 5, I get f prime of 5. F prime of 5 is 0 equals to 4 times 5 squared plus c. What does that imply? That is 5 squared is 25 plus 4 is 100. So c is negative 100. C equals to negative 100. You see that? So what is f prime of x? So f prime of x equals to 4x squared minus 100. But you need to find out fx. How do I find out fx? Again, integrate. So f of x equals to integral of f prime of x dx. That is 4 times integral of x squared dx minus integral of 100 dx, right? So if you integrate that, you will get 4 times x cubed over 3, right? And you pull that 100 out and there is left 1. So the antideriv of 1 is x. So you get negative 100 x plus the whole constant c. Again, we need to use at x equals to 5, y is 0, because it also passed through 5, 0, right? Because the tangent means, horizontal tangent means there is a tangent, the slope is 0 also. When x is 5, y is 0. That's what it is given. So also use f at 5 equals to 0. What do you get? Is 0, you replace x by 5, 0 equals to, plug in there, 4 times 5 to the third over 3 minus 100 times 5 plus c. If you use calculator and solve for c, then you will get c equals to, positive 1000 over 3. You will get 1000 over 3. Hence, what is the final answer then? Therefore, f of x is equals to, this will be 4/3, this is the value, right? X squared minus 100 x and then plus 1000 over 3. This is what you get. This is the final answer. Okay, guys? Let's do example number 15. What it is given is, it is given as dp over dt equals to k root under t. Okay, now we need to find out the population. So how do I find out the value of p? Where p is the population, t is the time, k is the constant. Okay, so therefore pt equals to integral of dp over dt, right? It's the same thing. So dt. So what you get is integral of dp over dt is k root t, right? dt. And if you simplify that, it is k integral of t to the 1/2 dt. So how much is that? It is k times t to the 3/2 over 3/2, right? It is x to the n is x to the n plus 1 over n plus 1. So this will be 2k over 3 t to the 3/2 plus c. Okay guys, to find out the value of K and the C, we use the initial condition and the condition after 1 day, right? We have given that at 0, the beginning population is 500 and after 1 day the population is 800, right? This is given 800, right? We use this condition on PT because this is PT. You see that? This value is PT. PT is 2K over 3, T to the 3 half plus C, right? So what I did is I use P0 equals to 500. That means T equals to 0, right? So T equals to 0, you'll get P0. P0 is 500 equals to, replace T by 0. 2K over 3 times 0 is 0 plus C. So C equals to 500. And similarly, you do P1, replace T by 1. P1 equals to 2K over T, 1 to the 3 half will be just 2K over 3 plus C. So you will get, what is the value of P1? P1 is given as 800, right? So 800 equals to 2K over 3 times 1, right? Plus C is 500. You see that? Now you need to solve for K. So how do I do that? Is subtract 500. Subtract 500. What do you get? You cancel out that. So 800 minus 500 is 300, right? So 300. So 300. So how do I solve for that? You'll get basically 2K over 3 equals to 300. Multiply by 3 on both sides. So what do you get? You cancel that 3 and 3. 900 equals 2K, right? So this implies 2K equals to 900, right? So divide by K is so K is 450. So what is the final answer then? Final answer is PT equals to, so 450 is K. So 2 times 450 is 900 over 3 is 300. 300 T to the 3 half plus C is 500, right? So this is the final answer for this problem. Okay, let us do one more example. Alright guys, so let us do one more example. This is also the word problem. What it says is, suppose there is a moving particle. A particle is moving along the x-axis, so it is going like this, and then sometimes it may come back and then go. So it is moving means it may come back and go, but it is in the horizontal direction. Okay, it is coming back and going and coming back and going like that. So suppose the position of a moving object along x-axis is given by st equals t cube minus 6t square plus 9t minus 2, where 0 is lesser equals t is lesser equals to, this is 10, okay? T is less or equals to 10. T is less or equals to 10. This is given. Okay guys. Now what it says is find the velocity and acceleration. Do you know how do I find the velocity? Yes, you're right. That's the first derivative. And acceleration is the second derivative. So what is the velocity? So Vt equals to s prime of t, right? That will be 3t square minus 12t plus 9. That is Vt. And what is at? Acceleration is basically v prime of t. That is the second derivative or the derivative of this one, right? What do you get? You get basically equals to 6t. That's just the derivative of that, and then minus 12, right? Minus 12. That's what you get. Now what it says is find the open interval on which the particle is moving on the right side. So moving right means where the velocity is positive, and moving to the left is velocity is negative. So meaning moving to the right is Vt greater than 0, right? So you need to solve for Vt greater than 0. So what is the Vt? This implies Vt is 3t square minus 12t plus 9 is greater than 0. Let's divide by 3. What do you get? You get t square minus 4t plus 3 positive. So can you get factors? Yes, you're right. So t minus 1 and then t minus 3 is positive. Now what we need to find is here there is 1 and then 3. These are the critical values, and you want to find out where it is positive, right? So what we do is we take a test point here and plug in here and then see whether it is positive or negative. If it is positive, write the positive sign and then that is the answer. If it is negative, then you will exclude that. Okay, let's take a 0 as a test point. What do you get? t minus 1. 0 minus 1 is negative. 0 minus 3 is negative again. So it is basically the negative times negative is positive, right? So this is true. So positive, positive. And between 1 and 3, let's plug in 2. 2 minus 1 is positive times 2 minus 3 is negative. So positive times negative will be negative. So it will be negative, 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 negative. And similarly, if you take 4, it will be positive times positive is positive, right? So what is the interval that this is positive? Is 0, because our interval must be, we must take the values within 0 to 10. So it will be, the answer is 0 is less than t is less than 1, and then 3 is less than t is less than 10. You can write that way. That is the answer. Or you can use the open interval like 0, 1, parenthesis, and then 3, 10, parenthesis. That's fine too. And the last one, very last, is find the velocity of the particle when the acceleration is 0. What is the acceleration? So at equals to 6t minus 12. It says when this is 0, what is t? This implies 60 equals to 12, right? Add 12 on both sides. You will get t equals to 2. And you are asked to find out the velocity at t equals to 2. When the acceleration is 0, this is time 2, right? And at that time, what is the velocity? So v at 2. What is v? Vt is 3t square minus 12t plus 9. So 3t square minus 12t plus 9. And you plug in t equals to 2, right? So it is 2 square and then 2. So how much is that? 2 square is 4 times 3 is 12. Minus 12 times t is 2, right? This is the value. This value. These are the values of t. So 12 minus 12 times 2 is 24. Is negative 12 plus 9 is positive 21, right? So sorry, plus 9 is negative 3. So basically this value is negative 3. This is the final answer. All right, guys. Thank you.